Being Greater Accra Regional Minister for a bit over 1 year, almost 2 years, what were some of your high points? What were some of the challenges?
It was challenging. Chieftaincy dispute in Accra, which
never seems to go away.
Yeah, and you try to do your best, and a lot of man hours, you waste a lot of man hours trying to mediate. And then sanitation was also a problem. Sanitation.
Being somebody who's an indigene of Mungwa, did you have any finger pointing from the people from Gamashi or any other?
No. A guy is a guy, so we're all guys. Okay. So I had no problem. In fact, the interesting thing is that my mother also hails from Atupai. So I have that Ghana connection to me. So they also were proud to have me as a regional minister.
So you took over from who exactly?
Mike Gizo.
Yes, that's correct.
It was quite challenging, I must admit. And I was young, but I think that I did my best.
Okay. So you were there at a time when E.T. Who was then is it the time that Nuno Amatefi was
the mayor of Accra? Yes, Amatefi was the mayor of Accra. But it was changed, and Adukwadu was brought in. Yeah, was brought in for about 1 year or so. Amatefi was there. Okay. And the work in Accra was quite challenging, flood and sanitation. And I was always on the field.
What was the plan for the Koli at the time?
We had a restoration project.
Was it a new project or something you came to meet?
It was on the drawing board at the AMA, where I think the Odo River and about 21 other secondary drains were trying to channel all of them into one to move in, and then to make the recreational area. But it was quite difficult because moving people, I mean, sometimes our democracy said that when somebody does the right thing and want to do the wrong, somebody does the wrong thing and want to do the right thing, they have civil societies coming in, right? They have a right, they have this, but for example,
the young Ghana man who is superintendent over Greater Accra region, what were some of your desires? You wanted to be known for something when you were the minister in charge of Greater Accra. What were some of them?
Number one, I was able to move. The Ghanaians wanted, especially from Tema, Teshinla, Nungwa, they wanted some, what do you call it? They wanted paramountcy, right? They were all divisional. And I had to discuss that with the overlord, that it was Niabugi, several times to elevate them. It was quite difficult, but I got it. And that gave, because you see, you go to the regional House of Chiefs meeting, and from the Ghana side, it was only Niamugi was a paramount chief. So it was difficult for somebody from the Ghana side to be the president of the region. So those days you could hear of Azuma, Azuma, is it? No, that, I forgot it, I'll get it. They were always from the Dangwe side, and there was that complaint, right? And Niamugi was sick.
Yeah, for a long time.
So it meant that they were not well represented. And that was the fight. So I had to sit with Niamugi to elevate them. And I remember the day he agreed with me, I went to my office, typed a letter for him to release, because I don't want to leave and somebody will go and change his mind. Went to him, he signed the letter, and straight I gave it to the media and they announced. And then we started the process of, and that's how come we have now Nongwa as a paramount divisional, paramount distinct. Teshi is now paramount distinct. So they were happy with that one. The next thing I did, which cost me and Okanja the election, it was the Jamestown, the slaughterhouse. The slaughterhouse, you know, they had a slaughterhouse. You know, we built one at the Spinters there, the abattoir. I went to Jamestown, and my brother, if you see how they prepare these things for us, you never take meat. And I felt that, look, we need to do something about this. So we decided to pull the place down. They told me in clear language that if I tie this thing, don't vote for us, we'll lose the election. They told me on Okanja. Okanja was then the Minister for Interior, but he was the MP of the area, so I needed to collaborate with him. Yeah. So we said, look, if we can save people's lives and let these people push us out, well, I mean, but we hope that they will see wisdom in that and change their minds. So we pulled the thing down. They insulted us, we pulled the thing down and said to move them to the abattoir there. They really did what they said. Okanja lost it.
Yeah.
But I think that if we are in office, you should think of the people. Sometimes you see, the people who want to move into fire because maybe at that time it is convenient to move that way. Yeah. But the effect of moving to the fire, sometimes some few people mislead majority because they're opinion leaders. So when you are in a public position like that and you see it, you have to help the people. And once they've been brainwashed to believe that what you've done is wrong, they will not move with you. But in the long run, they will move.
But years down the line, the abattoir, what happened to it?
The abattoir over there?
Yeah.
At the Spintex.
Spintex.
I think they've not been, we lost the election, so we couldn't continue to push them now to move there.
Yeah.
And normally when a new government comes, this sort of mob politics and all those things to behave as if you are the saint and the pope, then you relax some of the distance. And that's one of the problems we are facing in this country. How to continue.
Because the abattoir is still
It's still there. Yeah. If you go, you see my name there. Joshua ALABI, the plaque. I went to commission it. It's there. Wow. Right? But
the one in ACCRA too is still there.
Yeah. No, we pulled ours down.
Yeah.
But I think that they've done
something just sprung up again.
Yeah. But I think we need to do something. If we want to
what are some of your regrets when you were Greater Accra Regional Minister? Things that you believe that you should have done on hindsight that you didn't do.
You know, a regional minister, you don't have a lot of power. The power.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why they call the place the Regional Coordinating Council. The assemblies had the power, right? So you needed to be somebody who could push them to do the right thing. And if you are lucky and you get support from local government ministry and the president, then you can push your things through.
Okay.
Yeah. At that time, people even thought that the mayor of Accra was stronger than the regional minister.
Well, in Accra, in Kumasi, we always thought
so. So you needed to be very, very aggressive. I don't know of one thing, but I wanted to do an internal system where I could sit in my office to monitor their performance. And I started it, but we lost the election, so we couldn't continue. And because I wanted to be in charge.
Yeah.
I was able to do that when I went to the north, to be in charge.
Yeah.
So I was able to do my work.
Okay.
Yeah. The north, when I went, the first thing I did was to reshuffle all the coordinating, the directors of the district. You are from Slag, I move you to the Tamale. You are from this. You see, some were resisting it. Then I'll call and tell you that if you resist moving from here to here, it means that there's something you are getting here that we should all investigate because it's the same work.
So